everything in time. Let's now slightly transition as it relates to facilities across the island, and I want to pick Jamal's brain on this one, and also Jeff's as well. You know, Jamal, we've spoken time and time again in relation to facilities on the island. Upgrades are certainly made because we want to be a nation that has been said by the sports ministry to host more international events, and Jamaica hasn't hosted a lot of them. We've hosted a Netball World Cup, yes, a Commonwealth Games, yes, you know, back in the days, even a CAC Games, but all of this before even independence as well. And as it relates to the facilities on the island, a lot of them not very modern, and we've spoken about developments. Yes, COVID came into play, but you know, the conversation came up again, especially a couple of weeks when Coach Grimmy was talking about the fields, and when as well, you know, the sports minister Grange talking about, yes, we want to be this nation that can host more sporting events. Your thoughts about, you know, things that need to be done or certain aspects for solutions?
Well, things that need to be done, everything, in one answer, one word, you know. As far as here's the thing, right? I don't know about you guys because you've all traveled. I've never left Jamaica, but I love football to death. You get me? I love sport. Sports is my passion. Football is my first love. But I would love to go somewhere and like really feel the occasion of going to a Jamaica national team football match. You get me?
Yeah.
I feel that occasion oftentimes when I go to the stadium to watch track and field.
Yeah.
Right? I've been to a couple of cricket matches at Sabina Park, and they some of them anyway do excite me. It's not the stadium's fault. What it does excite me. But you get me? So I get that feeling when I go to those places. The last place I've been to, and I really felt like a mecca for football, oddly enough, was when I went to go play some football on Red Hills Road one time.
Interesting.
Yeah. You get me? Like I
thought duds.
I never want to say it because I don't want to get no free ad. I'm so serious, bro.
I like to walk up to duds.
That's what I'm saying. And then when you actually reach, and because it was night, so like when you reach, you know, the net, then everybody a shout and we get me on the ball game, a kick on it. Like I'm telling you,
you're right.
You have about 4 matches I play one time and I beer nice and excitement. Yo, I mean, when I was there, like the first time I went there, I was like, yo, what is this? Why have I never been here before? Like it was crazy. I've never felt like going to stadium, even when I'm little. Even like I go watch match and I was just like, you know what I mean? It's dead, dog. When the stadium was full with people, I mean, so like 2006, them time, of course, when we still had some amount of hope, you get me? Because we just 2 World Cups on from 98 to say, no, we can't do it. We still believe. Isn't it? When at that time, when people used to paint them face and flag up on bonnet at stadium for the whole week, flag up on bonnet and them thing, like, so the crowd came and it was atmospheric.
Yeah.
Stadium can still be quite atmospheric. That much is true. But everything else about the stadium going experience has been awful, genuinely. You get me? So it's like having the stadium meet the passion of the fans is something that needs to be looked into, and they are looking into it now because, you know, they have these plans from like, well, they reignited plans from like August of last year or so. Right. So fair enough, they're looking at it. Probably 25 years too late if you ask me, but at least they're looking at it now because the stadium was built. The stadium was built slightly before we got independence, and so that means it's about 60.
Yeah,
that's old. You don't have a 60-year-old running up and down like he's 19. Yeah, you get me? At 60, you really need to be taking your meds.
And you see what's happening at Old Trafford now?
That's what I'm telling you.
See? Old Trafford 1910 stadium.
The new Trafford.
And the changing room is small.
Yeah, you know, exactly. So it's just things like that. And in my view, in the same way that the track is like the big place to go in the Caribbean for track and field, like why not make the football, like the stadium that we have for football, being similarly one of the big places to go. We already have a name in Jamaica for like tourism and such. I wonder how we compare to the rest of the region in terms of their stadiums. You know?
I'm gonna tell you this. Don't start me up. Cause if I talk about the track, you mentioned the track. I remember say we never get the track. We get the track because of Bolt, you know.
I know.
I say I see them say I'm sorry for you now. What? Well, no man, I'm gonna give you a blue track. You see, that's still up on the red, I run up and down. Remember say the red still on a mobile, you know.
It's illegal.
Mad. So again, and again, I'm not a politician. I've never done politics, but the basic logistics of sense in my brain feel like we should have milked the Bolt era a lot more.
Than we did.
You know,
I mean, we're in Usain Bolt's records right now. That's the most that's happened.
Yeah, we should have milked the Veronica era. We should have just get beer-free things, my friend. Beer-free
We
things.
should have everywhere.
Everywhere. What? But that's a one, not a track and field. But nevertheless, as it relates to the stadium overall, better the man them have right now the chair them when you sit down on the tracks and records better than what them sit down in the changing room.
Facts.
Oh yeah, the stadium.
Changing room, grandstand. Bro, come on. Like Shane McKean, me see JFF post it again. By the way, great job JFF for the social media. Big up yourself. When me see JFF post a little video at the changing room, Shane McKean me, bro.
Yeah.
Little wooden board, feel like
Be
a
a
prison them
splinter.
there, bro. No little cushion for the seat, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Want to look better for we.
And as media personnel as we are, when you actually go up there to do what they deem the media.
Oh my
room.
God.
Oh man, I can't
You know,
even
it's
imagine.
just a room.
I can't even imagine.
They don't like. I went
No,
to.
it's actually just a room.
No, I don't even think that's the media room. You know. I went
No,
to.
it's a hospitality suite.
Yeah, many hospitality suites, so them just say, oh, catching a one. I went to Curacao for the character games in 2017.
Yeah,
something like that.
2017. Yeah.
Mad. And bro, they had a whole building just for media alone. Beer table, you go over there, so set up your thing, boom, 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 where come back over, boom, boom, boom.
And this is a tiny island.
Exactly. When I went to Curacao, I guess we can say it now. Went to Curacao for the Flow Carifta games. The Flow Wi-Fi never worked, so we have to buy a digital chip and hotspot for do the work.
Yeah.
You see, but again, that's a tiny island. But them they have a whole media center. You see me? Bomson, when we go New Jersey.
Yeah.
Right.
Bro, them treat me like a king. We reach in,
Yeah.
them carry go for the room. I could have take up my lunch and take up my water and go downstairs and nice and easy. You know, and that's a regular stadium. I never know world. I mean, what is it? World? What is a regular New York
when
stadium?
I first came back to Jamaica from Toronto, and I went to stadium, and it's like you just said, Shame, did I kill me? Because I was walking around BMO Field, hospitality room, media center, and
Nice
I'm just like,
amenities,
yo, this is A1,
Yeah.
world class. And then you come to stadium, and it's like, boy, I didn't even want to sit on the seat really. I don't even trust the seat good. So yeah, no, I feel something needs to be done, but what is it? I don't know.
I mean, two things come to my mind. One, they probably need to because the stadium is there like 9 times for 90% of the year doing nothing.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like maybe they could get something out of the entire space. Like probably rent it up like what they have the concert there. I mean, I know them have parties and things there sometime, and that's where Gala keep and all those things. But like, I feel like that can be something that could be done more often. But of course, to do that, you probably need to modernize the stadium itself.
Exactly.
I
I
remember-
think, I think one of the biggest things is a lot of people don't rate the stadium because one, it's probably expensive.
It is expensive.
And then
It is
two,
expensive.
you probably not get the crowd. There's a realize a few Burna Boy, Bojo. I don't know if Alkaline did it one time.
No, I
but
think that was at Mascam.
yeah, but few artists go there because they have to know so them can sell it out.
Yeah, right.
You see me? But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
How much does a stadium hold? Or how much should it
35.
hold? 35?
yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It actually
Not bad.
it create and then because it's that kind of sink as this kind
Right.
of
Who
what you call that?
built the stadium?
steep.
We didn't build the
A.D.
stadium.
Scott.
We didn't.
I read an article.
I don't know the history behind it. I'm trying to find the history. I know Simon knew enough.
The British Empire. So
Was that a gift to us or?
No, we had
no,
to buy
it
it.
wasn't
Okay.
a gift.
We had
No,
to
it
buy
wasn't
the
a
land.
gift.
Okay.
Right.
Because the cynic in me has always said that stadium doesn't need to blow up and just start over. Like we just need to knock it down.
That's pretty strong.
That's the cynic in me
No,
has
but-
always
but
said
no,
just
but-
knock it down and start over.
I don't think we need to knock it down, but I have always said, why don't we have a purpose-built football stadium? That's what
Yeah.
I've always said.
And the answer I've been given is economies of scale. Because Jamaica's a small island, so let's have one facility and play 10 sports in that one facility instead of having a football-specific facility. Not necessarily something I agree with, because
that's
you've
the
heard the
reason you've
complaints
gone.
as well.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason why we couldn't have the friendly match against Trinidad at the stadium on the Saturday because of
Because it's
Curifta
Curifta,
trials.
right.
Yeah, no.
Not Curifta games,
The
trials.
Don't make no sense.
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
I was sweet.
but actually, no. But because you said that, what I was thinking, because last night when I was thinking about our topics coming into today, I was thinking about that in terms of the purpose-built stadium. I was saying, well, maybe we shouldn't, because right now the renovations that they're going to do is like 70-something million US, them say, right? I'm thinking, what if we took even that same amount of money and invested in some of like some mini stadium, so to speak, like build out some of those spaces, like at Harborview, for example, where they have ample space.
Wasn't that was supposed to be what Catherine Hall? Was Catherine Hall?
Catherine Hall,
Right.
yeah.
You get
That
me?
was what it was supposed to be.
It's supposed to, yes.
Hey, Catherine
Yeah,
Hall,
right.
poor, you know, bro. I cow them race from the field, you know, my friend.
Oh my god! I've seen some games over there. I'm just like, this is not
boy.
safe for the boys. Like, get them off.
But I'm telling you, like I feel like that's probably a better spend because alright, take what place name down Tony Spalding.
Oh, yeah.
Right, take Tony Spalding for example. If you kind of make that into a better arena, right? Truthfully, it's probably not gonna host like Mexico match.
Yeah.
But something like the Trinidad games that were going on, the youth teams
Yeah.
can go hold their games there, right? When we have because the other, what was that? I can't remember the year, but one at a time we did have the CONCACAF.
Yeah, Caribbean Club Championship.
Right,
Yeah.
like we can host it in these kind of mini stadiums.
Yeah.
The money that we'll use to renovate them, which would mostly mean bringing them up to the state art and or just expanding the capacity. It should be plenty to kind of suffice for the time being, because it will cost some money and investment to get the national stadium up to a level. So maybe just focus on the mini stadium. So now, what do you think?
Makes sense. So Independence Park Limited, listen, we want to host an Under-17 World Cup one day. We want to see a World Championships one day. We want to see a Commonwealth Games one day. We want to see Jamaica hosted more international events. All in due time, right?
What I want to know, right, like, wouldn't it be a good idea to try and, like, maybe sell, like, like the sales naming rights and those things,
Right.
and that brings in revenue for stadiums and such,
Right.
Because it's not sold for 150 million and they get that in their pocket right away,
Yeah.
right? It's usually a certain amount over an amortized time. Fair enough, but that's revenue that can go into upkeep of the stadium itself. One, and two, the people that would be paying for this, they would now have also the responsibility to make sure that something happens there,
Yeah.
so that they get their money's worth.
Right.
You get me?
Because, like in England, so Arsenal plays at the Emirates, City plays at the Etihad.
Exactly.
I don't see any issue with the 876 Stream National Stadium.
You get
I
me,
don't have
say?
an issue with that.
It works.
Yeah.
It sounds good. 876 Stream National Stadium. That sound good to you?
It does sound good, but if you have the money for naming rights, I'm going to be negotiating my appearance fee on this show.
Alright.
But no, I agree. It's like Jeff said earlier, like we should have milked the boat thing. It should be called Puma Park right now, as far as I'm concerned. Like Puma should have invested in everything in Jamaica just because of boat.
Yeah.
I mean, and they kind of already do already, but I feel like we could have get more.
could I get more?
Yeah.
We could have get
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Big up Puma still. Big
Yeah.
up on yourself. And there for a while. Give it up.
We could have get more. I feel like too that maybe we should make something of this Adidas partnership that we do have, because so it's not always just the fact that you get your name on the stadium, because these kind of deals they usually come with like exclusive rights and kind of branding rights and all those things. So like they could brand the stadium certain way, and like I said, they would have the not so much responsibility, but they'd have the interest to at least want to make sure that whatever is happening at the stadium looks good and there are things happening, because then their brand gets exposure from it. So there's that. I think it's not an original idea, but like I know the idea of like a museum at the stadium, I think it's a fantastic idea.
for sure.
I would
Man, just
love
put up
that.
2 statues at the front, brother. What more you want?
No, man.
Of who? Of who?
That whole the whole thing needs
the
upgrade.
whole away, so we don't know who that is, right? Enough people even know it's called Arthur Wint Drive.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
I want to go on
And then
Google
when
Maps, me see it still.
Well, but then if you ask somebody know who's Arthur Wint, you get me? I say?
Fear. Hey, you see them have the statue at the front. Them have some wall paint
And
up
that just
on the roadside.
They have wall heap of face paint on the wall, but they drive past that, it even paint on mine.
No,
It even
no,
knows that
mine.
it in any way attached to
You
that.
wouldn't even know.
You get me? I say? So it's like,
That
why
whole
not that?
area need for this
Well,
bum up and start to
You want bob up bomb? They want bob up bob? They must have about the front too,
be honest, I
not that part.
just some they do like the cone them out there with the drive.
that.
It serves some community
That's
purpose.
right. No, but I'm just saying, like,
Imagine them the
museum,
livers
the
driving.
swimming pool is over there, so the swimming pool need an upgrade.
The swimming pool is upgraded.
Now imagine them when practice over drive right in front of the national stadium. Oh God!
No, but like, I mean, maybe that's where the museum could be. I mean, look, other places they can learn for drive, so maybe they can put the museum there. You know what I mean? But like that's what I'm saying. And the museum itself could have an Adidas store. So Adidas now just put them name over there and pay the money for that. Them actually get a
And
store.
people want the Adidas store and don't get it wrong, you know.
Want the Adidas store, brother.
People want to buy things in Jamaica.
And them jersey and like if an official Adidas store is there, like right now I have this thing. I think did I say it on the last podcast? I have this thing where I as a United fan, I only buy United jerseys when we win something.
Right.
Needless to say, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But it's like I need to get one this year because we won something.
Yeah, that's right.
But I want a proper jersey. I don't want to go buy, one of them knockoff one that's somewhere down at town or whatever.
Don't take Adidas had a store out
If
there.
Adidas had a
Sell
store,
out every jersey,
I'm telling you.
would have sell out.
And right now we have the Jamaica kit as well. The tracksuit look, the tracksuit is fire. And then all the different jerseys, like they'll be. And then of course you just want a boots or a turf to go play ball or just a joggers or whatever. Like Adidas have other things than just the jerseys and such. But
sure.
you would definitely get sales. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Jamaicans love hype Adidas. Come on.
That is it. And in the same independence part, the light them up at top, them some I like them blow up. You gotta fix that before the match them on champs. I really appreciate it. Give thanks.
Well, we're already wearing the gear.
See that.
I
I mean, even though me I put I don't mind fault.
So you have
A
the
city
Puma,
fault. A city
Puma,
fault.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out Puma. I don't know it go.
Well, that's real.